Hello, welcome to episode 8 of the 70s Civil Art Bar Show. My name is Civil Art. I'm hosting this. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been busy between my full-time job and my eBay side business. I've just been very busy, so I hadn't had time to really do another episode of the 70s Civil Art Bar Show. But what I'm going to do today on this episode, I have some Coca-Cola bars, and I feel like it's time to delve into that some. So I'm going to do that. Now these four are examples of what I have. I have more than these four Coca-Cola bars, and this is the history. I used to buy these. Bought these back in not these right here, but I bought a whole bunch back in 2010. I sold them in 2016 for a whole lot of money on eBay. It shows you that there's a hot market for these bars. Well, there's a hot market for Coca-Cola memorabilia, period. But for bars such as these, there is a strong market for these because a lot of obviously collectors are looking for them, and they're willing to pay a certain premium to get them. So I'm going to start with these four bars right here, and these are just examples of what I have. I'm going to start with this bar right here. It is a Chattanooga Coca-Cola bar. And I just want to give you an idea. These bars, the theme of these are these are the 75th anniversary series. So these represent the 75 years for each Coca-Cola bottler that's been in existence. So for example, this is the first Coca-Cola bar that was minted. And it was minted by Worldwide Mint in 1975. This is the front of the bar, and this is the reverse. There's a lot of toning, so that's the reason why it looks the way it looks. And these, it's stamped. Well, I probably should take it out, but I didn't want to mess it up too much. It's stamped 999 fine silver, 1 ounce on one edge, and there's a serial number that's on this one. The serial number is 3227, and this is the very first one. And I want to say the official mintage is 10,000. 10,000 of these were minted in 1975 to commemorate the 75 years that the Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company has been in existence. So from 1899 to 1974, that's why this was minted. And this is the first of the 75th anniversary series. And now these are like different cities that had a Coca-Cola bottling company. And these are, like, for example, this right here is Gadsden, Alabama. This was minted in 78, I believe. Let me see. I can't see that. Let's see. Yeah, 78. Minted in 1978. 1,200 of these were minted. And I think 1,200 of each of these were minted. It's the Los Angeles one. And most of these Coca-Cola bars have a typical reverse like this, as you can see. Here's another one. Columbia, South Carolina. And it's a picture of the state capitol building. I think this is a museum. This is the headquarters, the Los Angeles Coca-Cola Bottling Company. And I want to say right now, these bars, Coca-Cola bars in general, most of the time they carry a very good premium, a large premium on these. And you can just judge on eBay. A lot of these sell for anywhere between, let's say, $50 to $100 on most of them. Some of them sell for well over that. For example, the most difficult bar to find, actually it's a tie between the Clarksville, Tennessee Coca-Cola bar, which only 100 were minted in 1981, and the Amarillo bar, that was 100 minted. Those are the hardest to find, but those also command the highest premium, which typically runs between $2,000 and $3,000 per bar. So just to give you an idea, that's how much it would cost a person on eBay to acquire one of those. But also, you don't see those on eBay very often. It's very rare that you see one on eBay like that. Now, as for these bars, this Gaston bar, usually it goes between, I don't know, between $50 and $100. It varies. It just depends on the demand. It depends on what's out there. I paid 50 for this at a coin show during the summer of this year, and I paid 50 for it. But yeah, these could go for 100. If you sell it right, it could go for $100. Paid $31 for this Los Angeles bar. That can go between $50 and $70. This Columbia, South Carolina bar, let's say I paid 40 for it. Prices could range between retail between 50, maybe 60, maybe $65. It just depends. Depends on how you sell it and the demand at the time. Let's get some toning. And this bar right here, Chattanooga, I paid $20 for it. And these will retail between $30 and $40 on eBay. Just to give you an idea. So relatively speaking, this I paid a fair price. Probably could sell for like $80 or $100 or more if I wanted to. Paid on a relative basis. I paid a decent deal for $31, considering that I could sell between $50 and maybe $70. And for this, I paid fair price, $40. That's fair. And I bought these from a local dealer, and he's been good to me. So he had some Coca-Cola bars that he thought I was interested in. So I thought, yeah, I definitely was interested in them because I didn't have them. And so I was able to negotiate a deal, and I got these at a decent price. And he's happy, I'm happy. That's how it goes. But these I'm going to keep. I like these particular bars. Yeah, if I come across another one, like a duplicate bar, like these, I definitely will sell on eBay through my side business. But these that you see pictured, these are the ones I'm going to keep. So I just thought I just want to touch base with this because I like collecting Coca-Cola bars. They're very interesting. I like the chance of getting them at a decent price. And like I said, at the time I'm doing this, I think Spot's around $16. Spot silver price is around $16. Let me say $16.65, I believe. So when I say a good deal, I'm talking about on a relative basis compared to what the going prices are on eBay. So I paid a relatively good deal on these two, and a decent deal on these two right here. Well, this is a fair deal on this. So, but there's different bars. I think there are about 69 different bars that represent 69 different cities where a Coca-Cola bottling company was located in. Now, some of these Coca-Cola bottling places are not existing anymore. Now, for example, the Chattanooga Coca-Cola and Bottling Company, that still exists. That's a plant. That plant is still there, and I've been to it. I know exactly where it's at in Chattanooga. The one in Nashville, there's one in Nashville that's still in existence. I think it's called Consolidated Coca-Cola Bottling. I can't remember exactly, but I've been to that one. And let me think. Those are the only two I've been to. The bars that I've collected, the Coca-Cola bars I've collected. But like I said, there's some that are still exist today. There's some that been torn down or just been replaced. So then, like I said, the mintages on these vary. The Chattanooga is the most common one. So the Chattanooga, it's Atlanta, Nashville, Louisville, Birmingham. Those are the most common ones that I can think of. And those mintages range between 10,000 to 50,000 mintage per bar. Now, bars like these, the Gaston, Los Angeles, and the Columbia, those will have a mintage of between, like 1,000 to 2,000, maybe 3,000. So it just depends. Vintages do play a part in the retail value of each of these bars. So it's going to vary. Of course, obviously, supply and demand. It's going to play a big part in that. But I just want to, like I said, just want to do this particular episode because I do like to collect Coca-Cola bars. And there were many that were minted in the 70s and some in the early 80s. So I did these. And these four right here that I'm showing you, these are just examples of what I like to collect in terms of Coca-Cola stuff. I don't necessarily collect Coca-Cola memorabilia. I just like the bars, the Coca-Cola Silver Art bars. So these are very good. Like I said, these four right here were minted in the 70s. So it's interesting. And there's a Coca-Cola book specifically for these. And I hadn't found one at a decent price yet, but once I do, I'm going to put those in there. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep them in the flaps that they came in. So that's it. Thank you for listening to episode 8 of the 70s Silver Art Bar Show. And my name is Silver Art. And that does it for this episode. And goodbye.